Hello and welcome. Today we're doing a question from LeetCode. It's called Minimum Size Subarray Sum. It's a medium. We're going to jump right into it. So we're given an array of positive integers nums and a positive integer target. We want to return the minimum length of a subarray whose sum is greater than or equal to target. If there's no such subarray, we return 0 instead. So example 1, target is 7 and this is our input nums. So the subarray of 4, 3 is the smallest subarray that will have a sum of at least target. So our output is going to be 2. Example 2, we have target being 4 and nums being 1, 4, 4. So the smallest subarray that will be at least target in sum is length 1. That's just going to be 4 by itself. So our output is 1. And example 3, we have target being 11 and a couple of 1s in our input nums. Now, there aren't actually enough 1s to sum up to target, so we're never actually able to hit it, and our output is going to be 0. And we have some constraints over here. So how are we going to solve this? This is actually pretty straightforward, right? We know we want to find a subarray that sums up to at least target, and we want that subarray to be as small as possible. So taking a look at example 1 again, we have our array 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 3. Now we want to be as small as possible. So let's just start on one end, right? Let's start at the beginning of the array. We'll have our starting point be index 0 and our ending point also be index 0. So this is our subarray of size 1 and it only has the value of 2. Now 2 is less than the target we're looking for, so we need to expand our subarray, right? We need to include more numbers. We're already at one end, so in order to make it grow and include more numbers, get that sum up, we need to expand to the left. So we're going to be pushing end down. Now at 2, 3, we check our sum again, right? We want to push down. We're still not at target. Now at 2, 3, 1, what is our sum? That is going to be 6. We're still less than target, so we need to continue pushing out. So we're going to go to index 3. And let me write these out. So these are our indices and our target is 7. Now adding these numbers up, we have 2 plus 3, which is 5, plus 1, which is 6. To that, we're adding 2, which puts us at 8. So right now, the smallest subarray that sums up to at least target is of length 4. So our size right now is going to be 4. Now that we are able to hit target, we want to see if we can get smaller, right? We were expanding because we weren't at that number yet, but now that we want to see if we can shrink our size because we want the minimum size possible. So for that, we're going to push start in. Now here we have 3 plus 1, which is 4, plus 2, which is 6. We're less than target again, so we're going to continue pushing out with our end index. And we keep pushing back and forth up until we traverse all the numbers in our input. So this is sort of the approach we want to use. Now that we know what it is, let's go ahead and code it up and actually run through what this example would be. So this is our example. The very first thing we want to do is initialize our size. So size is going to be 0. And we want to start at the very first element we have, right? So start is going to equal end, which is going to equal 0. So start is 0, end is 0, and our size is also 0. We also want to keep track of our running current sum, so let's initialize that to 0 as well. So current sum is going to be 0. Now that we have all of our initializations done, we know we want to traverse through all the elements in our input. So let's actually loop through. For end in range length of nums, we're starting end at 0 over here. Every single time, we just want to include whatever we have at end. So current sum plus equals nums of end. So right now, we start off at index 0. We're going to add what we have at index 0, what we have at nums of end, to our current sum. So current sum is now going to go to 2. We go back in this for loop, end is now at index 1. We're going to add what we have at nums of end to our current sum. So we're adding 3, which means current sum is going to go to 5. Going back in this for loop, end is now at index 2, and let me write these up here. So end is at index 2 over here, and we just want to add what we have at nums of end to our current sum, so we're going to increase this by 1. And we're still less than target, which means we're going back in this for loop, and we're just going to add what we have at this index, so we're increasing this by 2, which puts our current sum to 8. Now we are greater than equal to target. So what do we want to do? If current sum is greater than equal to target, we first want to actually update our size, right? We were able to find something, so we want to see if we can update our size. So size is going to equal the min of what we have in size so far. So for this, actually, let's set size to be length of nums plus 1. So right now, we're actually initializing our size to be 7, because if we are able to find something in this array, some subarray, even if it spans that entire array, that sums up to target, we'll have to update size, and we want the minimum every single time, right? So size shouldn't have been 0, it should be length of nums plus 1 or something else. It could be infinity. Anything as long as it's greater than whatever we have in our input will work. So now that we know our size is 7, any subarray we're able to form, whether or not it spans the entire array, will only get smaller from there, so we can make those updates. So size is going to be min of what we have in size so far, and what our current subarray is that has a current sum that's greater than equal to target. So it's going to be end minus start plus 1. End right now is at index 3. Start is at index 0. 3 minus 0 is 3, but we want to do plus 1 to actually get every element in our subarray. This is an inclusive array, which is why we're doing plus 1. So updating size over here, 4 is less than 7, so our new size is going to be 4. Now that this is done, we know we are able to hit target. We want to get smaller, so we're going to push in from the start. And when we push in, we're going to be getting rid of what we have in this index over here, right? So we're going to subtract that from our current sum. So current sum is going to be minus equals what we have at nums of start. So nums of start right now is at index 0. Nums of start is 2. We are getting rid of this index, so we're subtracting 2 from our current sum, which puts us at 6. Now we just want to update our actual index, so start is going to be plus equals 1. So start is at index 1, end is at index 2. So right now our current sum is 6. It's less than our target, so we need to include more numbers, so we're going to continue pushing out to the right. Now say that wasn't the case, right? Even after getting rid of whatever number we had here, we were still greater than equal to target, then we can still push in. So we're actually going to change this from an if to a while. So right now, current sum is not greater than equal to target, so we can't go in this while, and we're back in this for loop. We're just adding whatever we have at index end to our current sum. So end is at index 4, and we just want to add whatever we have at index 4 to our current sum. So that's 4, which means current sum is going to be 10, and we are going in this while loop. Current sum is greater than equal to target. We want to update our size. Our size is going to be 4, nothing to update here. So right now we're going to try to push in. So current sum minus equals nums of start. We're getting rid of 3 from our current sum, which means we're at 7, and we're pushing start in by 1. So start is now at index 2. Current sum is 7, our target is also 7. We can go back in this while loop. We can still continue getting smaller. So what is our size? Size is going to be the min of what we have so far, which is 4, and end, which is 4, minus start, which is 2, plus 1. 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Our current subarray length is 3. That's smaller than the size we have, so we're going to make that update. And we're going to try pushing in again. So current sum minus equals nums of start. This is going to go to 6. We're getting rid of what we have here, and we're pushing start up. So start is now at index 3. We can't go back in this while loop. 6 is not greater than equal to target, so we go in our for loop. What do we have at index 5? That's 3, so updating this, we are at 9. Current sum is greater than equal to target. We update size. This is 3. It's not smaller than what we were already storing, so there's nothing to update. Let's get rid of what we have here. So 9 minus 2 is 7. We push start in. So we're at 4, 5, and 7 is still greater than equal to target. So we are updating size again. Right now we have a size of 2, right? End is 5, start is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1, plus 1 is 2. This is our subarray. This is that 4, 3 we'd gotten in example 1. So we're going to update size to be 2, and we're going to push in from the right, from the start. So we're getting rid of what we have at this index, which means current sum is now 3. And start and end both point at that same index of 5. We can't go back in this while loop because current sum is not greater than equal to target. We also can't go back in our for loop because there are no more elements for us to iterate through. We're done, right? We checked every single number that we had in our input nums. So now all we need to do is actually return our size. Now we only want to return this if we were actually able to make our update. If we never found anything, size would still be the length of nums plus 1. So we want to return size only if size does not equal length of nums plus 1. If it does, so else, we want to return 0. So let's go ahead and submit this. And it is accepted. Now talk about space and time complexity. For time, we did go through every single element in our input. This is linear, it's a one-pass solution. So this is going to be O of n if n is the number of elements in our input nums. And for space, we're only keeping track of a few variables. We have size, start, end, and current sum. So this is going to be constant O of 1. It's not dependent on how big our input gets, how many elements there are in our array. So we just went ahead and solved a minimum size subarray sum from LeetCode. If you have any questions with this whatsoever, let me know down below. I'll answer all of them. If this video was helpful, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really supports the channel. And as always, I will see you in the next one.